Today we're looking at the Auxy app. The first thing you need to do is open the app and start a new project. The next thing we want to do is we want to add an instrument, and today we're picking melodic, and we want to pick the original instruments. Have a listen to what the different sounds are. Today we're going to have a look at rain, and you'll open up to a screen with a big grid, and on that grid each of the squares represents a quarter note essentially, and from the vertical pictures represents pitch and horizontal represents time. So what you can do is you can drag and extend those squares to represent longer notes. So I'm just plotting in my little motif, and that's the first original motif from my song. Now I'm going to add an extra instrument. And we'll pick this one, and we can open and edit. And what I'm going to do with my motif is I'm going to invert it. So I'm going to put it upside down, if you like. Instead of going up, we're going to go down with the same number of squares or the same rhythmic pattern. Then once that's in, you'll see both of them there. When you play the second one, it'll play the other one at the same time. And on the right hand side, you can see this is what we call a scene. And when we click on each box, we can click on tap to include which melody we want to include in each box. You can also change the order of those scenes by dragging them. So you can see here we've got 5 different instruments or sounds, and I'm going to go through and show you how I've plotted that first motif. The second one, what we've done is I've inverted it. So instead of going down, we've gone up and opposite each one. And the third one, I've gone backwards. So what we started at the beginning is now at the end. And just for fun, here we've added in, this is a drum beat, and you can hear when it plays, it does play all of them together as you're building it. And this one I think was a draft, and what I'm going to do is I don't need that anymore. I'm actually just going to delete it. And then we're going to go over to our scenes and see which ones we've got playing in what order. So first I just want the original motif first. Then we're going to add in one variation and the drum beat. And next we're actually going to take the original out and see what the other versions sound like all together. And finally we'll add all of them in, see what they sound like. So again, we take the loop off the bottom, click at the top, so you can play from the beginning. And that's a good way to get started on this app, and the best way is to go in and have a play around yourself and to see how things go. When you've finished, you can export to save it onto your drive.